I mean, that would be incredible. Heroic did it in 2. Can Sonics do it in 1? It's match number 16 of Weekly Survival. 1 spot left for the weekly finals. Who's going to take it? Casters, over to you.
One game, one chance. That's all that remains here for the weekly survival, of course, presented by Alienware and Toomey. This is it, Toby. The final plane before the weekly finals. 16 teams, 1 spot.
And you know what? I like this plane. It's a fair, decent plane. But I do feel like more often than not, when we get these really fair and really decent planes, they tend to be followed by brutal circles. And if today's game's anything to go by, so I feel like brutal circles is all it's been throughout the entire day. Yeah. So hopefully for these 16 trying to find the final spot, let's give it a fair playing field, shall we?
Yeah, back over to Erangel as well. I think Miramar, the 2 games that we had of it, probably threw up the craziest of the circles. Erangel itself has also had some pretty interesting ones too. I'd like to maybe finish off with another one. Why not? Of course, we are looking at Sonics on the right-hand side of the screen. They are our new team that has made it into the lobby. They have waited all this time. Match number 16. They get 1 chance, 1 shot. It does mean we don't expect them to go to Pachinki, and of course, that is where they have avoided. AAA are there, and AAA will get Pachinki to themselves. Sonics will go somewhere else.
I was going to say, are they hot dropping shelter? That is, it's been a while since I've seen that one. They are hopping up towards the northeast, of course, with the plane going diagonal down towards the southeast. Not a lot of teams will be headed in that direction, but having said that, there are still a few making it over here. It seems like they will be able to fly on forward, but they're getting shot at already, and I'm seeing game home players in vehicles. This is suboptimal playing grounds right from the get-go. Backmoo. Those turn around, though, couldn't get to Tiggleton in time. And fortunately for him, it did turn around because Tiggleton ready and waiting with an M16 inside. BURIRAM. A lot of utility spent to try and clear out. Yippee, a headshot does come through. Notra runs back, though. Well, the molly did the work for him, so no reason to... Is that what we call a fadeaway in PUBG? You know, just throw the molly, fire 1 bullet. That's a headshot. Pff, don't even need to peek it anymore. That's fine. I know the molly's going to deal with him. A bit of a gap where they can sneak on through, but as you can see, both of us, there ain't one. I mean, maybe you can spot there's only... I mean, their best read right now is seeing that there's only one from Game Home in that compound, and they go take it for you. In the meantime, a team that didn't hesitate at all to make a move on forward. It's going to be at the first 36, full speed ahead. Gustav runs on, gets run on over by Indigo. There's still 2 up on alive, so they could potentially still do damage to them. Gustav has fallen down. AT's down there to get a bit of a revenge going, but they have taken casualties already. That is the slowest run over I have seen in a very long time.
It was like slow motion. Unfortunately for Gustav, he didn't get run over technically. He got rammed into the sun.
For the fight to come. In the meantime, Baonam thought they could potentially get a piece of farm. Not going to happen. They back off. And now Mime finally does get 1 knock. They spot 1 more tackle around, play a wrap around the other way. And that's going to be them up on the hillside. And for Sonic's, fortunately, 1 less player to worry about on that team. Baonam now making the pull up on the compound. They went full speed forward. And they have a 3-on-1 versus Disgusting.
Yeah, Disgusting getting that knock helps his chances here. Had it been a 4-on-1, you wouldn't have given him much of a chance. They can get that revive, though, Baonam United. If they understand the scenario here, that it is a solo. Cobra does go down to Dava. That was Mad Clan over to the top right. Zest and Young B push in. They get rid of Disgusting. They'll get the revive. FaZe on the rotation as well, just north of Farm at the moment. Where do they go, though? They started to wrap back around. They've just done a full circle. They're going back to where they started.
Why scout with your scopes when you can scout with your cars? That's the play. Drive into the center of the circle and go, nope, didn't like what we saw there, and head straight on back out again. I think they wanted to get the position that Archangel currently split in, because not a lot of teams up to play that dip early on, but they saw there were people there, didn't like it, and somehow, that's the most impressive thing to me, got away from there. I might be saying this a little too early, but got away from there with everyone alive. Fuss seems to be in a bit of a pickle here, though.
Dodger just as well to his right. And God Meow's spotted him, can't land the shots. Those aren't easy shots. Little seat swap here from Nordre is successful onto Fuzz FaZe. FaZe down to 2. Only 8C and Fex remaining. And it's looking like FaZe, unfortunately, will not be playing on Sunday this weekend.
Out they go. 12 more teams still alive and kicking, trying to see if they can fight their way on through with the final ticket, of course, for the weekly finals being the victory of this game. And Nate's everything being put to use as Na'Vi try to make an aggressive play towards Petrichor. They know they're playing the backside of this combat is going to leave them exposed. You can see it right here. Attack all around. As soon as they're on the backside of that building, will start shooting at them.
Example wants to throw in this flash and then make his way in. Checks the right-hand side. Alia had a little bit of an angle. Glooms, speaking of angles, gets the knock onto Mings. Couple of fights all happening at once, especially over towards the west. You can see up to the northwest as well. Sonics, AAA still close by to each other, but it's Pero and Na'Vi. Example gets 8 left. That's a big kill. Of course, Pero did not have all their players intact. Now it's only Mill that's left. They had an amazing day, and honestly, they've been a fascinating team to watch throughout the weekly survival, Pero, but unfortunately, it's looking like their time is done here.
It's almost as if the game knew with so many people jumping in that direction early on, we wanted the game to end up by that north side compound. At least that's what it looks like right now. Milt trying to hold off 1v3, finds the first one, ain't gonna get more of it though. Now the rest has to be commenced to both of them make that. Na'Vi, well, they have a rotation to make it just about 30 seconds. In the meantime, a fight's gonna happen here. Mima's looking in one direction, but they have attack all around just on the other side. In the meantime here, GEX.
What is this?
Sneaky
The slow walk.
making his way on forward. Unfortunately, that's the better utility, and now BURIRAM from above spots him.
God me out, just tagging the feet. Oh, AAP, unique. Dante gets knocked down. Faultlessly was already eliminated as well prior to that. AAP doing well. Fate's down. So is Elgin Bots, though. Mutual destruction between those two teams. Elgin Bots gets eliminated by Zest. Unique, though, also somewhat down for the count here. They're out of players. CJ, though, the last one alive for AAP.
Wouldn't expect to see anyone try and crash that compound until they absolutely have to. The bounce of that nade thought it was gonna maybe explode earlier. Could easily have been a double knock. Not gonna happen though. Examiner in the meantime does manage to do damage uphill. This is playing out perfectly for Sonics. Don't have a lot of space to maneuver, but if damage can be done to the teams that are holding them outside the circle right now, this could really, really work out for them. 2 down from attack all around. In the meantime, New Happy, I think Sonics know they are their first, or at least immediate, threat here on the north side of the circle. Well, this is what I was waiting for. The team to have the furthest to transition will be BURIRAM, and here they come. They know a Doozy is down here somewhere. He's inside the circle, too. He's going to be welcomed by a full-man BURIRAM. Pull up the nade. He's actually going to do damage to himself. Sub-convenient, to say the very least. And now, the Doozy jumping around, especially again. He's going to molly himself as well. This is going from bad to worse, as a Doozy does everything he can to take himself out. Unfortunately, that's going to be the case. Unique for the nade.
24 minutes has now elapsed. Only 7 teams remain. The nades, they are bouncing over Na'Vi's heads. Looking for the revival to Alia. Jay has had 5. He's now down to 1 remaining. This one is very good! Big nade from Jayers, and AAA send Na'Vi packing in 7th. 6 teams left. Yeah, smart play here for New Happy.
Yes.
If they had to push on to Sonics, then they give up this Western control. Obviously, Jayers is only the solo. They get rid of him. Very quick, very clean, very sharp as well. And they are going to be able to control this circle. Mad Clan, though, do not want to get into a scrap with Sonics. They're going to send it. Recall back to our last game of Erangel, and they did something very similar. It did get them into 3rd place. In fact, they're going a little bit further, scouting, learning from the Book of Phase. But David gets knocked out, so does Ian as well. That's Sipyard from New Happy, Edie as well from BURIRAM. Mad Clan looking quite mad at the moment.
What is going on?
What?
What?
Okay, moving on. 4 teams left, one of which is a solo player. There's an absolute massive chance that Sonics can pull it out. One game, 1 go. It is going their way at the moment, especially with Balnam United and BURIRAM fighting each other. If they wound each other, if they're down to only 2 or 3 players remaining, it makes life so easy for Sonics. There's a very happy man right now in Rems somewhere out there who could be smiling in a couple of minutes. 10 kills though for BURIRAM. Do not count them out. Look at that heart rate monitor. All in the red. Sonics on the move. Man should go down.
They get the kill on towards him as well. Just 3 teams left alive now. BURIRAM knows exactly where the guys from Sonics are. Oh, I thought he was gonna go further than that for a second. I got real scared. Let's see Mantra. 60 bullets into the chamber in total. And remember, if this comes to a close quarter fight, all the damage they're doing to helmets, to vest right now on towards Sonics could be the difference maker. And whether they get this one or not. Busted vest for HWin. No smokes available as well. No helmet for Godmeow. Everyone here wounded, to say the very least. And there are still 2 bound on players alive on the hilltop. Oh.
H-Win's down, shots from God Meow. BURIRAM have continued to find knock after knock onto the Sonics, and they have not been able to find one get the other way. That's what Sonics have been waiting for, to land a knock, to get it down to that 3 versus 4, then make that run over the cross towards the other side of the circle. Tickleton's low, Baldam's shooting at both teams from the north side. BURIRAM looking to really punish them here. Sonics, that blue, it is now enveloping their position. They've lost their cover as well. They've lost H-Win. They are all hiding behind the tree. BURIRAM's just lost Nodra though. Canaxi's low.
My lord, again, every time they get something going, there's a team up the hillside doing damage now finally. Baunan looking the other way as well. Strimsy wants to get rid of one, and now the committed push is happening. They know that there is players from BURIRAM forced down the hillside. Look at this small rock. That's all they have to play. No one's within the vicinity of being able to utilize any sort of utility.
Oh no.
Mafia does find one. Edie does go down the other side. 2 players alive for BURIRAM. 1 alive for Sonics. It's a 1v1v2.
Mime.
Spots Mime, tags
Mime!
up, 1 HP.
Oh! Baldam's still got a player. Dr. Logi up north. He's not out of it. Sonics are out in third. That's it. BURIRAM or Baldam. It is BURIRAM United. Oh! 17 kill win in the final game of the weekly survival. They survived and they will play on the weekend.
Respect my mind, no doubt from last shout. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours.